Hey there, Utah for sale by owners. I wanted to do a video about some of the common problems you have. Some of this is going to be on the nose. Some of this stuff you've probably heard me say in other videos or text, email, however you come across me. So let's get started. I won't take up too much of your time, but I think you're going to learn a couple of things that are pretty beneficial for you. Did you know that only 88% of sales nationwide are FISBOs? I almost said 80. No, if that was the case, I'd be out of a job. No, only 8% of sales nationwide are for sale by owners. And of that 8%, all of those for sale by owners, they sold for 26% less, that's price, than agent assisted sales. And, that lines up with some of the data I've shown in previous videos. You're dealing with lack of exposure, bargain hunters, unqualified buyers. Really, most of you guys don't have negotiating skills. Sorry to burst your bubble. I know you got them to take $500 off that car you bought one time, but it's not negotiating. You have a lot of legal liability because you're probably not using any sort of paperwork. You have no buffer between yourself and the transaction, and then you're just letting random people in your house. I've seen some crazy stuff. So, how are you going to solve these problems? Do these problems cost you money? Well, yes, they do. Can these problems be solved? Yes, they can. Solving the problems really is how you are going to net more money. So, that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. Really, exposure is all about supply and demand. Just to keep that in mind, if there's more houses, you got to market more effectively. If there are less houses, there's more demand, which means you'll make more money. Think about an auction. It's the perfect example of how more demand can mean more money. People are just bidding and bidding and bidding. You want to put yourself in a situation to create that if all possible. Also, keep in mind the services of a licensed professional real estate agent are seller provided to buyers. Most of you guys are willing to pay a commission to a buyer's agent. I've seen most of you doing 3%. You just don't want to pay for a listing agent because you're just like, oh, they just put a sign in the front yard. I can do that. Well, that's pretty basic. The buyer agent is going to be compensated in most transactions. Really, you want to make your house look like a jewelry store, not a garage sale. And some of you guys want to pretend it's a garage sale. Serious buyers only shop for sell by owners to save money. Now, I want to show you a couple stats here. In our multiple listing service today, there are over 9,200 houses listed for sale and approximately 376 for sell by owners. Now, I got that from KSL and Zillow. They pretty much match, and I just did an average of the two, and that's including every type of house. So here's the thing, you for sale by owners here in Utah, you only represent 4% of all the homes available for sale. Just think about this. You have these real estate agents, realtors have access to 96% of all the homes that are listed on the MLS. They're offering a commission. They're dealing with another professional agent, not having to deal with the owner directly. Who do you think they're going to take their buyers to? Who are the serious buyers going to work with? Well, they're going to work with the agents. They're going to look at those 96% of other houses, not yours. So who's going to come to you? You got four types of buyers. You have your serious and in a hurry, serious but not in a hurry, your C investors, and your lookers and window shoppers. Now, everyone wants buyer A. Buyer B is still good. C sometimes can work. D, no one wants those guys. But here's the thing. Realtors are always going to be working with A and B. FISBOs, sometimes you'll get B, but you're mostly going to get C and D. I rarely ever see A unless you're in an insane seller's market, which we just got out of, but that probably won't repeat itself for another decade or more. According to the National Association of Realtors, of all the people looking at homes, only 4% of buyers are ready, willing, and able, meaning that they can put a mortgage together. Most of them can't. They're just window shopping. 70% of people who are looking have frozen equity, bankruptcy, all kinds of issues, and outstanding debts. 11% of the people that are calling you no way could afford the home. And of the people calling you, 15% prefer to and will end up renting. So, just look at the 70 plus 11, that's 81, plus 15, well, what is that? 96. So really only 4% of your people are going to really be serious contenders. So out of 100 people that call you, 4 of them are serious buyers. That's what it translates to. Agents qualify these buyers because they're running them around and they want to get paid and they want to make sure no one's time's being wasted, that they can actually get a home sold. And they qualify those buyers before they show them homes. And that's actually a lot of work to filter through 100 people and find 4 people that are good. Guys, I know you think you have negotiating skills because you went to a yard sale, but you don't. A lot of you don't understand the disclosures and paperwork. I have a video about paperwork. Go look at that. You don't know how to negotiate inspections and repairs. And you know what? That's real now. You're going to have to do repairs. You're going to have to disclose things. Do you even know how to work with an appraiser if they come into your house? How to act? What about your legal liability? Are you hiding something? Because I've met a lot of owners who aren't upfront. People are very sue happy. You need to be really careful. If you still want to sell on your own, at least when you have a buyer, hire an agent to do the paperwork and have that representation so you're protected legally just in case anything ever happens. It is very important. Real estate is one of the leading suits that happens in our country. Your home's your biggest asset, right? I mean, just read the line here. Are you interested in having a strong agent protecting the asset for you? Bing, bing, bing. Who do you think's a strong agent? Do I sound like most of the passive Utah real estate agents who have a fake grin on and just tell you, oh, you're lovely, lovely, so smart, smart, smart? I bet you're a cool guy and I get what you're doing. You want to save money. I get it. You don't want to pay the commission. But like I've shown you in the other videos, you're going to make more money working with me or someone like. Here's the thing, the longer it takes your home to sell, the more money they lose. So for sell by owners. Remember how we said 96% of the homes for sale are on the MLS and only 4% are for sale by owners? We have almost 20,000 real estate agents here along the Wasatch Front, and they're all working with a number of buyers. I mean, who knows? I'm primarily a listing agent, but I have buyers pop up every week. There are some transactions where an agent doesn't bring a buyer. I'm the one that brought it, and I made it happen through my advertising, through my marketing. Here's the thing, if you had 20,000 people trying to sell your home, don't you think it'd sell faster? Especially if I represented you? And we're in a downward market. This is a very real thing you need to consider as well. Prices are going down at a rate of 4% per month. And that may even get worse. Who knows what's going to happen to our economy? I mean, if we end up in World War III, if there's a big natural disaster or terrorist attack, who knows? I mean, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but that's just called life. You need to take advantage of getting the most money out of your house as soon as possible and hire an agent. You don't need to play with this. You need to take it seriously. It's the most responsible thing to do for your family. You've seen my backup plan. I'm more than happy to send it to you again. If you have any questions, you can message me, email me, call me, etc. But here's the thing, guys. It's time for us to get to work. It's time to sell your home for a good price. Give me a call. My number is 901-517-0969. Stephen Hughes, no bullshiz, real estate pro, the man in blue, who's always here to tell the truth to you. Thanks so much.